Come on in, come on in. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry, you guys, I haven't been on. I got really frustrated with StreamYard, and I'm still frustrated with StreamYard. Um, so I just wanted to come on and just talk about a few things, but not, for about 2 hours, but maybe about 30 minutes. Um, I want you guys to come in the chat and let me know what you think about the situation that we're about to talk about. Um, and thank you guys for all your support on Facebook. I have reached maybe a million views over not 1 month, but maybe over 1 week. Um, but overall, I've reached 5 million views on Facebook. Um, when I'm on YouTube, I'm not on Facebook. When I'm on Facebook, I'm not on YouTube. But YouTube kind of like, the StreamYard thing was kind of like frustrating. And it was like, hey, I'm not going to go through this. So it was kind of like making me miss a lot of opportunities to come out and speak with you guys publicly. And so you guys can hear my voice and hear what I think about certain situations. Um, I'm actually not new to this at all. I've been doing this since I've been on Facebook or well, actually the internet, social media. I've been doing this for quite some time, even though if I wasn't on YouTube, long as others, but I have been on Facebook for quite some time. I started there, um, where I started blogging about certain topics, Christian topics at that. Um, Also having conversations with people that used to be ministers but have changed their um, mind about God and became an atheist. And so, but their influence did not change my mind at all. I just understood why they changed their mind. I don't hate them at all. We still have dialogues and everything. It's just, they haven't influenced me to change my mind at all. Um, if I ever change my mind about a certain thing, it's because of my experience, not because of what somebody else said to me. Um, my experiences in life, but I haven't changed my mind, and it's not going to change my mind. I think what I've experienced have outweighed whatever anybody else has to say. Um, so I just wanted to. I saw the news of the lawsuit between Larry and Bishop Bernard Jordan and CTV, Tyrese, and others. Um, and I just wanted to talk about that. You guys may not be here right now, but I want you guys to hear me out. I'm not going to play any videos. If you guys want to see videos, make sure you go to my community channel and tap on the link that's on my community channel that says Bishop Jordan is suing Larry out of everything he owns. Tap on that link. It will lead you to my post on Facebook. I have videos there. You have to go inside the comments to look at the videos and read the comments. Um, I do get a bit of um, response on Facebook, so you guys can go there until I can get the YouTube situated here. Because I really want to upload. I really want to upload on YouTube, but I also like to talk to you guys too, so we can have this conversation. So we can, I like to have that one-on-one with you guys, because I believe that your opinion matters too as well. And I do want to like have a tangible type conversation, and I enjoy that. I might just do some uploads and go from there. So I did read the information on the lawsuit. It was some very cringing information that some of us already knew that had transpired, with Bishop. Oh my God, who is this? What the? Hold on, you guys. Let me block this. Um, how do I block this, you guys? Oh God, no. Okay, back to mine. Okay. All right, you guys. I had to block that notification because it was in my it was annoying. It was becoming annoying. But you guys, comment below. Let me know you're here to support my channel or support what I'm doing or what I got going on. Um, so I don't know who all's in the lawsuit. It said others or something like that, but the original transcript it says the names. So in my opinion, I think $10 million is a bit reaching with others that are named in the lawsuit. But for really, I don't know if he's gonna go forward with this or not, but it look like he is. But to each his own. I'm not on neither side. I'm not on Larry Reid's side. I'm not on Bishop Jordan's side. Okay. I'm not gonna take sides, but I am gonna give my opinion towards each one's behavior. But we also have to look at this that they are grown men, and Bishop is a grown man. Um, is I mean, from what was mentioned in the lawsuit, it is very telling. It's very telling. Um, uh, I don't know if I'm right or wrong about this, but it looks like Bishop was having some type of um forbidding relationship with someone. That's what it looks like to me, but I may be wrong. We can say allegedly. But it looks like he was having some type of forbidding relationship. Um that's what it looks like in the transcripts and you know. And then it looks like that what's his name, Justin Edwards, he lied, so that's like it's very telling. The whole situation is very telling, and um is not news to us. It may be news for others, but it's not news for us. um like I said, I had been trying to get on live, but I could never get on live. My videos kept pausing. I kept going in and out. I kept trying to go live when St. James went live with Justin Edwards because I was going to say, it's just so much I had wanted to say, but I couldn't say it because my StreamYard was acting crazy, and it probably was for a reason that it shut down because I had something to say about these situations. I'm not the one to go and apologize to anyone for what the Spirit of the Lord told me to say. And so that's just not me. I'm not going to apologize to you. I'm just going to be honest. That just me. I'm not going to apologize to you. I'm just not going to do it, because if I apologize to you and say, I'm sorry, but that's just like me saying that God is a liar, you know. And so I would not ever apologize for something that the Spirit has revealed to me. That's something I would never do. Um, but every time I would get on here, or no, not just say on, not just through StreamYard, but every time I will watch certain videos with these individuals on there, you can actually sense this heaviness around them. If you have this, if you have the spirit of discernment, you can discern these things, and it's heavy. So I had to actually stay off of YouTube or even dodge Larry Reid's videos and dodge William McRae's videos and CTV videos because of their lifestyle. And not to say that they are, I ain't gonna say that one, but not to say that, hey, it just me. It just me. Just put it as just me. Um, because I have the spirit of discernment and I don't know what it is. I'm so sensitive and to different types of energies. And so I have to kind of like not entertain William McCrae's videos or entertain conscious TV videos or Larry's videos. I can't entertain it, so kind of stay away from. Hi, Ryan. Hi. Let me make sure this don't. Okay, trying to work this stream yard, girl. Trying to do it. All right, see you out there on Facebook. You have wonderful posts you be posting, Miss Ryan, not Mr. Some people think you Mr., but you're Mrs. Ryan. I'm sorry. This is Ryan. She has been my moderator for years. Put it that way. For years. Yeah, StreamYard is acting up, not just only for me, but for others too as well. Everybody's getting like a little upset. I emailed them and talked to them because I really wanted to go live and I wanted to expound more on the Bishop and Larry's relationship. And I think I mentioned it a couple of times, like years ago, about Bishop and Larry Reid's relationship. Um, uh, I'm not in relationship with their ministries at all, but I did follow Larry heavily, and I did send money to him. And he was like, "What?" I may not send much, but it is what it is, and then somebody from Larry Reid's channel actually sent me $100, and I have proof of that too. They actually sent $100. Yes, they did, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that from his platform. They sent me $100. They did. I am not lying. And I appreciate that, but no one can buy me. No one can buy me now, but I do appreciate the gesture. I appreciate that. I do. And at that time, I probably needed it for gas for my car or something like that, but I appreciate that. But no one can buy me. If you do something for me, it has to be out of the kindness of your heart with no bad intentions, okay? For me. Okay. You said exactly. Exactly, Ryan. They need to give us a discount. They really do. They need to give us a discount. And I should email them about that too as well. And well, I did say they did give me a discount. They did go down on it, but I refuse to buy it. But I am gonna try it one more time. I'm gonna try it one more time to see how it works out. Cause you guys, I was trying to play my videos. Y'all remember I tried to go live with Corey Minor, and somehow the whole thing just kept messing up. And I'm trying to, talk about Corey Minor. I don't hate Corey Minor, but I do believe that he is biased because of his past sins. Sometimes we can speak out of trying to protect our wrongs sometimes, and so that's what I sense from Corey. But I don't feel like he's a horrible person. But sometimes our religious, sometimes we could, like, he's Calvinist. I think he's Calvinist, and we have these different doctrines, and he's not even understanding that he has a different doctrine than the doctrine of our holy God. So when you operate like that, you're going to seem type of bias and seem like you're covering up for certain type of sins and stuff like that. But to each his own. I don't hate him. I feel like that he is a teacher, but he can be greater than that if he will let go of somebody else's idea. But to each his own. More power to. But yeah, I was trying to talk about that, and and so forth. And then my StreamYard started acting up, so that's the reason why I haven't been on, because I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? Like I'm trying to come back and do my thing, but I am on Facebook. If you guys go on my community wall, you'll see a post about Bishop. If you tap that link, it'll take you directly to my post about Bishop Jordan's lawsuit against Larry Reid and others. You guys got to go inside the comments and look at the videos and respond to the videos, respond to the posts to let me know what y'all think about the situation. Do you think that it's frivolous? Like it's of nonsense, put it that way. We ain't gonna use too many big words. We're gonna speak plainly today about this, because the Lord speaks plainly to his people. If he tell us to get it right, he tell us to get it right plainly. There's no schisms when it comes to God speaking to us. Okay, there's no what you call it, mystical talking when it comes to God trying to speak to his people. And I noticed that sometimes people speak above people's head, to a point where it just goes over their head, because you're trying to speak mystical or sound eloquent or good. You missing people, when God just says repent. For the kingdom of God is at hand. It's simple. Just put it like that. We need to get it right. That's it. It is what it is. So let's see. All right, you guys, I want you guys to like this video. I want you guys to come in and we're going to have this conversation. Those that are in the window, I want you guys to come in. I want you to like this video. I want you to come in and let's conversate about this and just have a talk about it. And then also, I did tell a couple of followers, I do have followers on Facebook. I have people that have not hit the follow button, but I do have millions of people that do follow me, not only from my Facebook page, but also from my group. I have a 100% Real Talk group on Facebook. They follow me there too. I also get paid for posting in my group on Facebook as well. So those that are content creators, you can post inside of a group and you will still get paid for it. Okay, you still will get paid for it. And so I don't know what's going on Facebook too with the money count or something like that. Something happened, but I did get paid from Facebook. The same way we get paid on YouTube, we get paid the same on Facebook. We get paid the same date, 21st. Everything is the same. There's nothing different. Get paid once a month. And so nothing's different, but I get paid more on Facebook than I do on YouTube. And I can say that. I haven't got paid much on YouTube, but I've got views, but not as many. I got more views on Facebook, more money on Facebook than I have on YouTube. And so there are a couple of people that disagree with, what I post, because they are in denial about a certain situation. But I do get it, but they have to understand that I am who I am, and I am a blogger, and I'm also a minister, and I've been a minister since I was 21 years old. Okay, you heard that, right? Okay, I don't too tough tell people that. I don't say anything about it, but I have. Okay, 21. Okay, 21. Yeah, 21, 22. Yeah, 21. All right. So I remember the 9/11 terrorist attack. I remember that. So I've been that for a long, long time. So I can't sugarcoat it or get in my feelings or emotions when it comes to certain stories. But I do understand how you feel. I cannot apologize for what I post. I posted because this certain person was in sin, or they did something that caused their own demise. So I have to put it out there the way the investigators put it out there, and the way God sees it. And then that's it. Exactly. Just being simple and clear. And that's how we have to be here on YouTube and also Facebook. We had to be simple and clear on what we're talking about and what God is saying. There's no schism when it comes to God. Okay. My walk is not like everybody else's walk. I'm not a reject. That's number one. My walk is totally different. I've been up against a lot. It don't have nothing to do with Facebook people. This is a real walk for me, spiritual walk. So it is what it is. You know, I don't, I don't really care what they be saying on Facebook. It don't even, it ain't it. You know. But when my mother passed away, I had a few people, a particular person, to come out and say something towards me while I was in my weakness, and I did admit that I was in my weakness because my mother passed. It was understandable that I was feeling the way I was feeling about my mom, and I still feel some way about my mother, and I still cry about my mom. Okay, but you know, I had a couple of people to come out and say some disparaging things about me in the midst of me trying to funeralize my mom. And that really kind of disturbed me, you know. And then the posters are still up on Facebook, but I will be having them taken down and I will report them. But I just haven't even just wanted to put that energy into it right now because I'm still grieving my mom. You know, and I don't want to go in there and read what they say and stuff because I've been went right back into their inboxes and said something to them, you know. No, but it is what it is, you know. But it people can be cruel, you know. But that's what I take serious when it comes to my mother. I take that very serious when it comes to my mom, my grandchildren, and my child. When you do stuff like that on the internet about my child, my mother, or my grandchildren, we have a problem. Okay. So we will not be talking about my grandchildren, my child, or my mom. Now, my dad, he can handle himself because he's not that one, you know, but to each his own. But like I said, I know a couple of my Facebook followers, they wanted to, you know, wanted me to apologize for a certain thing, but I didn't do anything wrong. I'm just doing my job and I'm doing what, you know, I'm called to do. And that's it, the best way, you know, that I know how, you know. And I do have a couple of people that will say something to me. You know, they'll call me, they'll say something, you know, or whatever, but um it is what it is, you know. It just is what it is, you know. There are some things that I have said and somebody tried to correct me, but I didn't, you know, I didn't like, hey, you wrong. No, I just literally, the Lord just go ahead and clean that little tongue up quick, you know. But I appreciate her. I really do. I appreciate her a lot. You know, she went through her ordeal. I went through mine. And so I think we both are still grieving. And that's understandable. All right. So anyway, so we want to, I want to talk about, I don't know if you guys still there or not, but I wanted to talk about Bishop Jordan. And let me see how many minutes we're in. We're in 24 minutes. Okay. If you're there, make sure you comment below because sometimes the count over here doesn't always be accurate. Cause sometimes I get off, it'd be like 100 people, you know, came through here, you know. But if you're coming through here, make sure you hit that like button. Let me know you're here. Just hit the like button. So do I think that the lawsuit that Bishop has against Larry and others is fair? I do think it's fair when it comes to Larry Reid. Okay, I think it's fair. And we have mentioned that. And I mean, hey, I'm not a follower of Bishop. I'm not on his side, but I think it's fair. I think it's fair. I don't know what intentions Larry has by going after so many ministers. And I'm not saying what Bishop Jordan has done or is doing is correct and right and holy. But I mentioned in my last video, and it kept cutting off, that if you're gonna expose someone, do it for the glory of God. Don't do it for yourself. Because somebody hurt your feelings and because they don't give you no money, no more money, that's blackmail. you know, it's not for the glory of God. You guys are not helping when you're doing stuff maliciously. So I did say that. Um, I don't know how far this lawsuit gonna go. I don't know if it looked like it had been dropped 1 minute, stopped, like it put brakes on it and picked back up and put some more gas in the tank and start riding out again. So we don't know, for sure that he's gonna take this all the way. And we have some RICO charges. So like the video they had recorded Bishop Jordan's phone calls or something like that. And on these recordings, there are some very sexual things going on or being said. All right. This is in the documents. This is nothing that I'm making up. All this is in the documents. So it's nothing I'm making up. All right. So there are some real recordings of the bishop having conversations with someone not inappropriately, but in a sexual manner. And Bishop Jordan is upset because they did it without his consent or without him knowing. Okay. So you guys make sure you guys I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna say this live and well. I haven't heard the video, the audio, but if I have heard it, so be it. You know what I mean? Like, what can you do if I have heard it? Because once it's out there and I hear it, I'm going to record it. I'm going to get it. So, and I'm going to spread it. That's just it. You put it out there. It is what it is. I'm going to spread and make sure my people know what's going on. So that's what I do. But I haven't even been entertaining Conscious TV. I haven't even been entertaining, but I know it's some audios out there. I already know that, but I just don't entertain them all day, every day. There's some videos I haven't even watched on Conscious TV channel. And so, but I remember him coming out about these recordings. And I do remember that one. All right. So you guys that are in the window, you guys make sure you comment below. Let me know what you think about this whole situation. And I do want to say something about Pastor T.D. McNutt. I know you guys been following me on Facebook with that conversation too as well. I thank you guys for sharing the content that was created. I create content. I actually do. And I have to pay for everything that I do. And that's what I was trying to explain to David John, is that I create content. I don't steal people's content. You have to screen record people's content, take at least 4 minutes from their video, not the whole entire video. So I do have the entire video, but I appreciate everybody just sharing it from my page, getting the word out about that child, because that was very cringing. When it comes to me doing content on pastors, I be trying to be serious, you know what I mean? Because these pastors out here doing the most, and they have to be stopped. Okay. So it's not only going on in the white churches or the white world, it's going on in the black world. Sin is sin. Sin is no color to right or wrong or evil or good, so I mean, it is what it is. So we got it going on in the black community, got it going on in the white community, all over the world, so sin don't have a favorite. So it is what it is, but it started by one person that spreaded it, but to each his own. But anyway, Pastor McNutt is under investigation. So he hasn't been arrested because I haven't got any news from that yet. But he was arrested December the 3rd for child abuse. But since the little boy, he didn't want to cooperate, so they went on ahead and dismissed the charges. So they didn't further the investigation. And so he just felt the need that day. And I'm sitting there on Facebook. I actually be at work. And people don't know I work, you guys. I actually work, and I work hard. I work all day, all night. I work all day and all night, you guys. I work. But I do have notifications coming to my phone. I do open up my Facebook, and sometimes YouTube or Facebook will highlight a particular video or anything for me at the top of the thing. That's how I ended up seeing Pastor TD McNutt video, because YouTube and Facebook will do it. I don't have to normally go look for information. They'll do it themselves. All right, let me see. Wait, Miss Furlow, I was behind 2 minutes. So Bishop is admitting about the phone calls with Larry. Exactly. Yes, he is. Now my other phone died. Let me see. Where's my other phone? Yes, he's admitting to it. That's the reason why you have to admit to something. If you, I mean, he can't sue for something that's not. I mean, he's actually suing for private phone calls, private conversations, and they are explicit conversations. It's in the documents. I mean, that's what he's suing for, because they recorded him without consent, and it says they are explicit conversations. Yep, that's what it says. Admitted to it. He admitted to it. I was shocked. I was shocked. I was like, what? He admitted to it publicly? I was not well, you might as well say it's publicly, because the case is open to the public. Exactly, right? It's open to the public. It's I know Prophet Santos Howard was like, is this true? He came on my post on Facebook. He said, is this true? I said, yes, it's true. I wouldn't be posting this about Bishop suing Larry Reid for $10 million because Larry Reid felt the need to go out there and record Bishop Jordan after he done sat at this man's table, walked into this man's bedroom, in his sacred bedroom. And so, I mean, like I said before, there was no disrespect to Bishop's wife, Bishop Jordan's wife. I said it before. You don't supposed to let nobody in your bedroom. And that's on everything, regardless of how you feel. And you think this giggly, giggly, hee, 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 it's okay. The Lord is good. This ain't what we doing. It's out of respect and honor. When you let somebody in your bedroom, a husband and wife let somebody outside like Larry Reid or anybody else into your bedroom, he automatically lost respect right there. You can. It's like I'm look, y'all. We talked about this before, about this bedroom thing. Where Larry Reid went inside. I still got the video where he went inside the bedroom of Prophet Archbishop Bernard Jordan and his wife's bedroom, sacred place. He went right inside the bedroom while this man was sleeping. The wife over there, oh, holy one. I mean, I'm like, really? There has to be boundaries when you actually Represent yourself as an archbishop, the bishop, the master prophet, overall and all. So there has to be some boundaries. And I don't need to call myself master or archbishop, apostle, or none of that, but I have boundaries. You will not go into my bedroom. And I don't care who you are. You, I don't care who you are. You will not step foot in my bedroom. I don't care. It ain't gonna be no girl talk. We ain't gonna be having no girl talk in my bedroom. No, we don't do that. I lock my door every time I come. I lock my door. My son, I think he was so overwhelmed one time where he came and laid at the foot of my bed and stretched himself and went to sleep one time. But he would not come into my room. But he was so overwhelmed, and I think it had something to do with something that took place. But he was so overwhelmed that he stretched himself at the bottom of my that you know the foot of the bed and just stretched himself and laid down and went to sleep. Exactly. So I'm just saying out of respect for them. And when I say this, I'm saying this out of respect for them as a married couple. And then to allow him that spirit in your bedroom, that was automatically saying, ooh, I can do whatever I want to do now. I can get him to trust me now more. And then he don't have the audacity to what we're gonna say. Uh Let me see. So he took one step, then he started trying them other ways, and then now they got to record another man. Now we got a case saying, hey, Bishop suing Larry Reid for secretly recording, private conversations. Like, come on, like, really? You let this man in your bedroom. That was a no-no right there. Then he thought he could play you as a archbishop, as a bishop, as a apostle, whoever you call yourself to be, or as a married couple. You do not let your homeboys in your bedroom or your homegirls while your husband or your wife are asleep. Or it don't even matter. Why? Why are you in my bedroom? Why are you here? No, what we can do, we can go to the guest bedroom or we can go to the guest bathroom. We all can do our makeup or something like that. But I just cannot stand when somebody come in my bedroom. I'm just going to be real. So you say the lady of the house should have came and said, fellas, go into the living room. Exactly. That part. And I think she was still, I don't know if she was in her gown or something like that. It was the video was I got the video, but it was kind of blurred out a little bit. But I don't know if she was still in her. But I know they were still in the bed. They was in the bed. Okay, because Bishop was knocked out. I was like, what the? And then Larry had the nerve to put it on his page. And then he tried to make it unlisted or private or something like that. I was like, what? People still can get this video? Okay, you said, Miss Fro, did Larry groom the bishop? What you think? Oh, no. No, Ryan. No, Ryan. No. I think in this situation, in my opinion, and I know many others have an opinion about this situation. In my opinion, Larry looked like he was an op, more of an op. Exactly. No, you know good well. They two are the same. They two are the same. All right. But no, no, no. Okay. And so the way it looks is as though Larry Reid is an op. He's an op. In my opinion, he's an op. That's what it looks like. I mean, from the, y'all the one went out here and sued, these people, Larry and the others, bloggers and all that. So I'm just going right along with what I'm seeing and what I'm reading. So don't get mad at me for what I'm saying. So it looks like Larry's an op. You know how the CIA sent somebody in to find out information on someone. Then Larry also put on a post one time on Conscious TV Post that he have secrets about TD Jakes, George Bloomer, and the Jordans. And see, if they supposed to be this higher than everybody else and looked upon as this great person, they did not supposed to even allow Larry in their circle that close. Well, actually, they supposed to even allow Larry that close to them. He started laying on Larry's shoulder. No. Mm-mm. Not today. Not me. It said, "Oh, I see why you mean about Larry. He's an op." Yeah, exactly. If he have recordings of Archbishop, Archbishop, Archbishop Elijah Bernard Jordan conversations, private conversations. So come on now, he has to be an op. I'm still reading this little message down here at the bottom. It's my long time no here. I just text you the other day. So, but anyway, Larry Reid is an op. Larry Reid is an op. Y'all can't trust him. Did you remember when Bishop Whitehead already said that Larry was talking to the FBI or the CIA or somebody on him? Y'all remember that? You see what I'm saying? Frederick, go ahead and send me a super sticker or something like that. What they call them, super stickers. So, y'all remember when Bishop Whitehead said it now? That Larry Reid has a loose lip. What it say? Loose tongue. All right. So he be out there. He's a snitch. Yeah, put it in. He said, y'all remember when we did that on Larry and Bishop? Bishop Whitehead said Larry Reid was a snitch. And see, Bishop, Archbishop. See, that's why, sometimes I like to listen to Manasseh now. Manasseh, he be, Manasseh ain't gonna play it. Manasseh ain't gonna be playing that. He might got recordings on Manasseh. We don't never know, but Manasseh. Yeah, you remember Bishop Whitehead said that Larry is a snitch. You remember we did videos on it. We got the video. Still got the video where he had the little blue shirt on. I'm ready to upload that too. When he was telling us about he got a call from the FBI, the CIA, or somebody like that. Everybody had did a video on him with the little FBI badge and all of that. Y'all know I got it on my page. I share you guys on my community page so you guys can go and look at it. But honey, Bishop Whitehead had me rolling, saying Larry Reid was a snitch. And Bishop Jordan, this is too much. So Bishop Jordan So Bishop Jordan, but you know what? I'm not gonna say that. But you know what though? Sometimes we feel like we don't master God to the point that we think we can get over on God. That's what this is right here. When we think that we don't master God, that we can outsmart God and we can keep going in prayer and fasting and stuff like that, and thank God just gonna keep honoring these prayers and these fastings, and then all of a sudden, here comes your karma. Here comes your judgment. The one that ate at the table with you. Y'all know Larry ain't to be trusted. Y'all know that. Come on. Mm-mm. You can't sit at the table with somebody that's trying to blog and all this and that. But he's not just a blogger. But Larry is he's he has a destructive type spirit, self-destruct type spirit. And it's awful. It's awful. He got to be work for the FBI. He got to be work for somebody, another pastor or something like that, to destroy Bishop Jordan, to bring him down, to bring the whole house down. He got to be working for somebody, y'all. He got to be working for somebody. He said he got stuff on George Bloomer and TD Jakes and Bishop Benoit Jordan, the Jordans. Y'all seen Bishop Jordan's wife with her blonde hair in her head? She got a little blonde hair in her head, looking all cute with her hubby. They was on live earlier. I don't know if they still on live or not, but they was on live early on Facebook. So anyway, so I'm just saying, you guys be careful hanging around Larry. Larry's not to be trusted. Larry trying to get a story. Larry is out to get what y'all. Larry have not dealt with his past, y'all. Y'all already know this man done said this several times that he was molested by his family members. Okay, he have not one time exposed them publicly, and he is still dealing with what happened to him when he was a little boy. Okay, so he gonna do whatever he can to destroy your lives. Okay, when you have not gotten closure from your past traumas, you will seek others out to destroy them. Okay, so I haven't got closure from my past situation. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But if it had not been for the Holy Ghost, that's how y'all be saying it. But if it had not been for God, I'd probably be the same way. But I got common sense. I got common sense too. But if it weren't for God, I'm telling you guys, I'd be on that war path too. But I'm not. But I'm not. Okay. So I'm not. So it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. And if it had not been for the Lord to help me through it, to see that they are the ones that done it, not the ones that's before you. All right. So that, you know, you have to guard your heart when you're going through certain situations. You have to guard your heart. That's just it. You got to guard your heart because you'll hate everybody. You'll be hating everybody for no reason. You'll be trying to destroy, kill, everything. You be trying to do everything, everybody. You know, everybody ain't did it to you. Just the whole particular group of people. You know, so this just my opinion. You know, I just believe that he's operating in a self-destructive spirit. You know, he just self-destruct. You know, but we want to see how far this lawsuit gonna go. I don't know if it's scare tactic. I don't know what it is at this point. Not right now. I don't have my little StreamYard to put my little videos up, and then we can go ahead into a little meditation, and then we can talk about it, stuff like that. But when I get that, then we'll get deeper into it. So Freddie out there saying that he haven't heard anything from me. Fred is my one of my little besties. Um, and Fred don't hear from me. He always send me this text right here. So I must have been booed up with someone young. Where you been? Oh, good and well. Come on now, be on Facebook all the time. I just sent you a reel and a video. I just sent you a reel. Does that count? So anyway, he has been very supportive of me throughout the years, and I appreciate him too. Most of my followers, they are very supportive of when I'm going through situations, with prayers, with monetary gifts to help me along the journey so I won't crash out. you know. So I appreciate that, y'all, because I could have been crashed out, y'all. I could have crashed out. But my mama died, though. I think I was a bit crashing, though. I was crashing, y'all. Most of y'all that my Facebook friends, y'all were crashing. Because that's my mama. So anyway, so what we want to do in this time here, we want to allow God to deal with Bishop Jordan and Larry Reid. Okay? I mean, at some point, somebody got to be held accountable. Somebody got to be held accountable for the wickedness that they are doing or have done. Okay? So it is what it is. So it is what it is. Okay? So we had to get out of God's way, let this take its course. And I'm not on nobody's side, but when I see bad behavior, I'm going to talk about it. And Larry Reid, the one open up this can. Nobody but Larry Reid. Nobody but Larry Reid. So, but we already knew anyway, it is what it is. There's certain things you can't say about people, but, the Spirit reveal it. It just, the Spirit just revealed, but if we don't have any, if we just talking about exposing people like that, we just can't be saying stuff about people unless God is ready to bring judgment upon them or something like that. Because a lot of people just get messy on their channels and all that stuff there. We can't be doing all that. We can't be doing all that. But judgment comes in different shapes and forms. As it comes, it comes. Sometimes we don't have to say much. We don't say what we had to say, and here it is. You can't keep doing people wrong and thinking they gonna come back on you. Yeah. Oh, I forgot her birthday today. Uh-oh. Get up in here. Oh, Lord. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with my internet. All right, there it is. There it is. All right, so, all right, you guys, remember, I will be back on, and make sure you guys go on my community post. You'll see the picture of Bishop Jordan. Tap on the link on the top of the picture, and it's going to lead you directly to my Facebook page. I be on Facebook. I post videos. I do about the same thing I do on YouTube, but I don't do a lot of talking, on Facebook. But I do a lot of typing and posting videos. And I do come in the comments and I do communicate with people. We be going back and forth debating about a certain situation. I debate with them. I talk junk, they talk junk, whatever the case may be. There are people that be using a lot of profanity on my page, and They be saying all kind of crazy stuff, but I get paid for every comment. No matter if they cuss me out, they say whatever they say, I get paid for it. But I do have the power to hide their comments, so you might not see their comments. I can see them, and we be going back and forth, you know. But y'all will never see that we going back and forth because I don't hit the comment from you guys. I can do that on Facebook, but I unhid them today, so you guys can go and look at it. It's a lot of messy stuff on there. A lot of messy stuff. A lot of messy stuff. You already on my Facebook page, Ryan. You already there. I think I tagged you on in one of the posts. I tagged you in one of them. So most of you guys are already on my Facebook page. So go and take a look at Miss Furlow Speak Facebook page. You also can go to my information on my YouTube channel. It will lead you directly to my fan page. All you gotta do is tap the link, and it'll take you directly to it. Um, yeah, it'll go right to my Facebook page. And you can just type in Miss Furlow Speaks. It'll show. I got two Miss Furlow Speaks. But you want to go to the one with the 12. You can go to both of them. It don't even matter at this point. Because I get paid from both of my Facebook pages. So but the one with more followers, that's where I got the Bishop Jordan's post at. And you guys make sure you look in the comments on all my posts, because that's why I put videos and different type of pictures and more updates on these situations. Even if the post is an old post, I still post inside that particular post, because I don't want to do over and over, the same post over and over again. I don't want to keep doing that. So I just go inside the post and just post information. Go inside the little thread and reply to the comment up on the pictures and stuff and post some information. All right, yeah, I did tag you in it. And so Frederick, you make sure you come out and comment and let me know what you think about the situation too as well. I'll tag you as well on the Facebook page. Cause sometimes I think they said my post is being shown with the New York Post. So I don't know. That's what they told me. They sent me a message, a notification message, and said that my post is being shown with New York Post and the rest of the bloggers. So I don't know. I'm not sure. But I don't know. But some people can they try to flag my post on Facebook. They tried it. They tried it. Because I was actually talking about Pastor, what's that guy's name that got killed by his wife? Pastor DeQuarius. What's his last name? What's the man last? Green. See, y'all, I don't even know the man. But anyway, they was kind of upset with me talking about Pastor DeQuarius Green and stuff like that. I think I didn't even get a chance to even post his other wife because he been married twice. But I did kind of send somebody a message and put the picture in the comments, y'all. So y'all gotta look in the comments. So I think I added you to the group too, Ryan. Oh, okay. You heard my gospel song. Oh yeah, you guys. I got two gospel songs, you guys. I do. Thank you, Ryan. What song? You heard what song? Oh, you made a God a promise, but you failed to come through. Shame on you. Oh, that song. Okay. You heard this song. It's a God. Oh, no, I haven't. But yeah, I got two gospel songs, you guys. I forgot to tell you guys. I got two gospel songs that I wrote, but I haven't played it on here yet. But it's actually on my Facebook page. You guys, it's up on the Leandra's post, the one I did for Leandra. And it's also the post I did for the 5 million views. That's my gospel songs. I wrote a worship song and just a gospel song about my life. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. No, I haven't heard that. Let me hold on. Let me look it up. Let me go into my YouTube mix. Yeah, it's a song called "God Don't Make No Mistakes." I love that song, Ryan. Okay, let me see. Shame on you. Shame on you. You need to go listen to my gospel songs, Ryan. Shame on you. Fred heard it. Fred, look, y'all. Fred loved my gospel songs. Y'all know he into that other type of music. But Fred really loved my gospel song. Okay, let's see. He says, "Shame on you. You made God a promise, but you failed to come through." What's the name of the song? Oh, okay. Shame on you by Supreme Angel. Okay. Supreme Angel. Supreme Angels. It's by Supreme Angels. Let's see. Can we get this right here? See, that's what I don't like. T-Mobile, they don't pick up on uh Wi-Fi. Their Wi-Fi is not good. T-Mobile. Like that's the reason why I like Boost Mobile. Because Boost Mobile, you can see now I gotta go and look it up on TV, but to each his own. Okay, here it is. Shame on you. Song. Oh, it's an old song, right? Okay. Let me put that up there. All right. All right, Larry, we got a song for you. Shame on you. It's by the Supreme Angels, you guys. So take a listen to it. You guys are in the window. Make sure you guys hit the like button. You guys, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you comment below. Let me know what you think about this whole situation when it comes to Larry Reid being sued by Bishop Jordan, his ex mentee mentor. Um, and also, if you have any questions or concerns about um, Pastor TD McNutt, you also can comment towards that too. I did a video on him already, but I didn't do any commentary on it. But I did do commentary on Facebook. But you guys can go on Facebook. I did a lot of commentary on that too as well. You guys can go there and give your response towards the situation. And also Pastor DeQuarius Green. I did a lot of commentary on him too as well. He was the one that was shot by his wife. He died maybe 3 days later from his womb. Exactly. 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 That McNutt thing was wild. And then Pastor DeQuarius Green had domestic violence cases on him before the shooting. And then I got the report of his ex-wife, like it's just so much, then they wanted me to feel sorry and all this stuff here. I can't feel sorry. I mean, I can't even get in my feelings when I'm doing a story. What happened is, uh, I don't wish that on nobody, but at the end of the day, if you kind of, you know, if you hitting folks and you beating on people and stuff like that, that's what happens. People get tired. You out there beating on women, and then a woman get tired. You know exactly. We have to, R- Ryan, say that. Yeah, keep your feelings out of it. Just report it. Exactly. That's what I was trying to do. Report the whole entire situation. Even when it comes to Bishop and Larry Reid, just have to keep your feelings out of it. That's it. And just report on the story. It is what it is. Just gotta keep your feelings out of it. I mean, I told him, I said, I'm not obligated to feel the way you feel. You know, like that's your relative. You're gonna feel sad, but I understand why you feel sad because he's gone. But if one of my relatives did that to somebody and I know they used to beat on him, I'm not finna be out there on the internet talking about, oh, justice for my cousin Rah Rah. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. I'm not gonna be doing that. Even if the woman get locked up or not, I'm not doing no justice for no rah rah, cousin rah rah. Should have been out there beating on 'em. Shoot, out there beating on women. And you think I'm finna fight for justice for you? Got about four domestic violence complaints against you? No, not today. Mm-mm. Yeah, he was married 2 times. I saw the little wedding photo somebody sent me in my inbox. And then Ryan, I don't know if you saw the part where the girl, what's her name? Tracy Palmer. Tracy Palmer, the one that came out and said she was best friend with Pastor Aquarius, and then her baby daddy hit me up in the inbox. So everybody got mad at me, but I was trying to be nice to let everybody know that the dude hit me up in the inbox. So they thought I was being shy for I'm being a stalker. They said I'm stalking her. I didn't even know the guy. I just saw him, when he was commenting on my page because he had commented before, but I didn't know who he was. I'm just, like giving my opinion, just replying back to a few comments and stuff like that. So I didn't know he hit me up, because sometimes I don't check my messages on Facebook right off, right? So somehow I went in, into my inbox and I saw the message. He had messaged me like days, before I even saw it, like, and so I saw he was like, hey, he wanted to talk, he wanted to tell his side, and stuff like that. He didn't say nothing disparaging about his baby mama. But he said some things, but I can't mention it online, because we had this conversation. It was kind of deep, kind of a cool guy, right? And so he lives in Georgia. And he shared some, personal things with me. I didn't put it out on Facebook. I just put the part where he said some good things about his baby mama. And that was it. I didn't, it was like, yeah, exactly. You said they try to get you in the mix, but you be reported really well. They be, okay, yeah, of course. He said, use this to both sides. That was a private conversation between y'all. Exactly. It was a private conversation. I was just letting them know, like, hey, Tracy baby daddy hit me up. Tracy Palmer baby daddy hit me up in the inbox. I didn't go looking for him because I didn't know who he was. He had commented on my page several times up under the post, and you can see that. I didn't know who he was until he came in my inbox. Well, yeah, until he came in my inbox, or did he tell me over the phone? But anyway, when I saw the message, he was like, call him. He gave me his phone number. And so I called him. Of course, I didn't give him my phone number, y'all. Okay. No, I didn't. I did not give him my phone number. He do not have my number. The number I called him from was a text now number. Okay. It's not my number. It's not my phone number. Ryan has my phone number. My moderators have my phone number. But no, I didn't give him my real phone number. And it wasn't even personal. It wasn't even personal, right? So, so anyway, so Ryan, so he, having a conversation with him, he told me some personal things. So, I thought, at first I thought he was gonna, be all bully-fied, but he was a real cool guy. So, I recorded the first part of the conversation, but I was like, oh, he pretty cool. So I just didn't record no more because I thought he was really gonna threaten me, or something like that. But he didn't. That wasn't even the case, right? Cause you know how you remember what's his name? Seiko Wood. You remember Seiko Wood got my phone number? It was a text now number. It wasn't a my regular phone number. He didn't have my regular phone number. Now I didn't give Seiko Woods my regular phone number, but I still have them text messages where he texts me. I still got those. And you remember Seiko Woods? He snapped on me. Seiko Woods snapped. Yeah, he was obsessed with me. He was. He just didn't want to be truthful about it. And then they played this joke, and oh my God, I thought about that joke the other day. But my mom had died, so I kind of moved away from that. But I appreciate all of them or whatever. Appreciate them for coming on my platform, being messy as usual. People coming over here under alias names, but I know exactly who they were, but I don't want to mention her on here. But she got her own little platform. She was over here too, being messy up under somebody else's name. They don't think that we can see who they are. They don't think we can see who they are, but we can see exactly who you are, even if you make up a name. We know who you are. Okay? So exactly, that was. Exactly. Exactly. I'm gonna put that one. No, I'm gonna put that one up there. I'm gonna put that one up there. Exactly. Obsessed. I want him to come over here. My Miss Furlow said I was obsessed over her, and you said it, Ryan. You know he gonna say I said it, but yeah, he was obsessed. I think he's a little truck driver now. He don't got him a job now. Don't started working. He see the YouTube wasn't paying him enough. The little $100 can't pay the light bill, the gas bill, and the rent too. Let me stop. Y'all know we were talking about Seiko like a doll, y'all, but not trying to be harsh towards the man. But y'all know Seiko can got a little mouth on him, honey. He'll say some stuff, honey. He be, woo, boy, he be using that tongue. I swear on you. But anyway, so I had the conversation with Trice's baby daddy. And he did say some things about their relationship, but I did not find the need to mention it publicly. But I just wanted everybody to know that he contacted me and wanted me to call him, and he just wanted to give his side of the story. But the conversation that we had was so good to a point we felt like we was already knew each other. And he was so cool on the phone. He just started, sharing things, personal stuff with me. And I didn't feel the need to go public with it, because he's a very nice guy. But they said that he was allegedly he's abusive. He was abusive to Tracy. From the comments that was in the group. If you go in the group, you can see all the messages. And so the 100% Real Talk has raw stuff, like stuff they wouldn't even say on my Facebook page. So they said a lot of stuff, everybody. And so that's why I opened up the group, because I've been had the group for years, but that's why I opened it up to that conversation because, so they can really just vent, But they said that he was abusive to Tracy. That's what they said. But ain't what he told me. But to each his own. But people have problems, people go through, what they go through, but I don't know Tracy. I don't know her personally, but she kept mentioning my name on her page. So I felt the need to keep mentioning her. They kept saying I was obsessed over her, but she mentioned my name first. She mentioned me in a disparaging way when I was just only trying to report the story from what I was hearing in, public spaces, And so she started it just like Larry Reid. He goes out here and start the mess, but get mad at people when they have an opinion about the mess that they started. And Tracy Palmer was the same way. She got mad at me for the mess she conjured up in the mess she started. She didn't want us to say anything bad about what she was saying in her video. She wanted us to be okay with that delusional talking that she was saying in her video. Come on now. And the baby daddy was just saying, what can we do? What you want her to do? He kept asking me that. And I just said that Tracy made Pastor Jaquarius Green look like he was committing adultery on his wife the entire time. Uh-huh. The entire time. They always, they always, she, she went live and said my name. And not only one time, she did several times. She goes live and I put it on my page. I was like, okay, she on live. She on here saying something about me, Y'all know I'm for it. I'm for it. And she said, oh, you want to be famous? Man, I've been on Facebook and YouTube for a long time. That I don't need nobody help. I help myself. If I want to become famous, or well, I ain't gonna say I want to become famous, but a lot of people do know me. I have had conversation with celebrities, and I have, but I don't say anything about it. I just, in between me and them, some things they said to me, I have not mentioned it because they trust me with what they have told me. And that's the same for Tracy Palmer's baby daddy. If he wants to talk to me or want to have this conversation with me again, I am open to have this conversation with him. So it is what it is. Pastor Robbie, he calls me all the time. What he used to, not all the time, y'all, but he'll call me and he will check on me and see how I'm doing, especially about my mama. So I'm just saying, but I respect their conversation. I honor people. I respect people. More like Larry, he don't honor people. He don't respect people's privacy. I don't know who that is. Okay. Hi, Overcomer. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all let me know if y'all hear me now. Because y'all know this thing will go out. It'll go out. So like I said, I talk to a lot of people and I don't say anything. What's one of the temptations? One of them temptation sons. I used to talk to them all the time. It was actually, they actually were staying in a city where my father stays at. So that's how I met them, so we used to conversate. I ain't never said nothing about it because, some of these conversations are very personal. So I don't feel the need to even talk about it. But some people, they want to always say who they know and then sometimes celebrity, they just be want to talk about God and they'll ask me questions or something like that. Especially when I first got started on Facebook, I used to get a lot of messages from. Okay, thank you, Ryan. Okay, thank you, Overcome. It's okay. Yep, that's okay. I was trying to stay on here 30 minutes, but some video good, y'all. I have videos, but I don't think I was gonna pay for that StreamYard tonight. But we will be paying for it the next time I come on here. So we can have a good conversation. We gotta have this good conversation. We gotta show proof. Cause some of these people out here lying. They were lying through the back of their neck. They were lying. Ryan, these people out here lying. They're out here recording Bishop Jordan, private conversations. Oh, Lord, you ought to see what them documents say. Oh, my God. You read the documents, right? You haven't read them yet? Y'all know I would have posted right up in here. Y'all know StreamYard pay us. I mean, we had to pay StreamYard to post this stuff up in here. We can't even post. I can't post nothing. You got to pay them for everything now. I mean, everything. It, hi, St. James. You said, look at St. James. St. James said, line. I know, right? Line out the back of their neck. I knew it. I already knew it. I couldn't look. I couldn't even go live. You was over there. And I was like, ooh, if I was St. James, I would not. Look, I couldn't even go live, St. James. My StreamYard kept messing up. I said, Lord, I gotta talk about this because I can see it. Oh, I can see that and say, don't you dare. Just line out the back of their neck. Oh Lord. Oh, we gonna St. James got the documents on his channel. St. James and King's I think I shared King Payne. King Payne got them too, right? It's on my community channel. You guys go on my community channel. You guys can see St. James video. I haven't shared his lawsuit video, I don't think. But I shared King Payne's lawsuit video about Bishop. Cause he went live. I wasn't on your live St. James, but I saw it on Roku. I kind of watch you guys on my TV. So sometime my Roku will pick you guys up because I watch you a lot on my TV. And so when I turned my TV on, you was right there. I was like, oh my God, click and start watching it. Oh my God, what is going on? I was like, Lord have mercy. Let me go ahead and type this in. See what's going on. Look, you know what we should look, Ryan, we used to say that all the time back in the day. You be lying through the back of your neck or out of the side of your neck, you know. So yeah, you're welcome, St. James. I watch everybody channel, disagree. If I disagree with you, I just disagree with you, disagree or agree, whatever. Don't mean I dislike you. It's just, that goes for anybody. I don't care who you are. If I disagree, I just disagree, or I just have to get more understanding to why I disagree, but teach his own. But you guys can go over there to St. James channel or King's Paint. You guys go to my community channel. I'm gonna share it over here too on my side. And make sure you guys take a look at the videos, get more information. They actually showed the documents. But when I go in on a more spiritual way, and I pull up certain videos that I had did years ago on Bishop Jordan and Larry Reid. So that's what I'll be doing, kind of going back to the past so we can understand more about the future. That's the reason why I do that, so people can kind of be like, okay, this is where we at right now. So now I understand why this is happening. But I mentioned before that why was Bishop Jordan in a relationship with Larry, and then he had so much leeway to Bishop Jordan, throwing Bishop Jordan birthday parties, like, come on. Like, really? Sometimes you got to turn down these gifts. You got to turn them down. Sometimes you got to turn down these gifts as being leaders. You got to turn them down because some of these relationships you can't allow to get too close to you. Especially Bishop. Really? These people be trying to butter you up to get close to you and then record you. And then, no, not today, baby. Not today. You like that saying, right? Line out the back of their neck. That's what they used to say, line out the side of your neck. Yeah, line out the side of your neck. Yeah, they said in my community, that's what they used to say back in the days. You line out the side of your neck. Now tell the truth. Well, they say shame the devil and tell the truth. That's what they be saying. You line out the side of your neck. Yeah, but they actually it all came out, and now these people. I mean, I want this right here gonna be ugly. If he move forward all the way forward and don't drop out, and like TDJ did or whatever, I want to see. I want to see this. I want to see it. I really do, cause this right here is far gone. This is I ain't never in my life. Mm-mm. And this is horrible. This is horrible. Even though I feel maybe the situations was wrong, but it's horrible to a fact that somebody is you trust and that you think is your friend is secretly recording you as though they are an op or a snitch for the FBI or CIA. Like, come on. That is crazy. Larry, you gotta tell us, are you working for the FBI, CIA, or another pastor? Who you working for? Who sent you? Ryan, who sent Larry? Let's ask Larry who sent him. Because he is, boy, I tell you, I mean, it's in the documents now. So, I mean, he might as well go ahead and go forward with it. Now it's out in the opening. So go ahead and run with it or whatever. It's out here now. It is what it is. It's out here now. Yeah. So that's not good. You said Larry working for himself. Exactly. Exactly. See, I can't put them up here. I can't even put them up here. Let me see. Do I have it? Okay, let me see. Do I have a part of it? Let me go to. I posted on Facebook. So you have to go to Facebook, tap on the link on the top of the picture. Hold on. Let me go here. Let me read part of it. I can't pull it up because let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I put some of it in my. Uh, hold on. Let's see here. Let's see. Justin D. Edwards. Oh, Justin D. Where you at, Justin? Oh, Pastor Justin D. Edwards, the righteous man. I'm like, what? Justin D. Edwards, the righteous man. He up in here. I was like, what he up in here for? I thought he said that he didn't do no recordings. He didn't know nothing about a recording. He didn't know anything about a recording. And then they summons Thais Jackson. Let's see. James Singletary. Oh, that's I think. Uh, Kendall Peacock, but it was February the 13th, Friday, February 13th. Hold on. Let's see. Shamaka Bryant. Uh, it was signed by Judge Margaret. He said Thais. Yeah. 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 That part. But some of this, I think, is some of it was a do-over. Like they transferred the case. That's what it was. They transferred the case. Case number. Oh, let me put the case number here. Hold on, let me put the case number in here because we put case numbers up in here. Hold on, so you guys can go and look at the case. Hold on, so you guys can go look at the case. Case number. Case. Jordan versus Reid and others. We're gonna put the case number here. Hold on, we're gonna get this for you. Let's see, make sure this is the right case number. Let me see if there's another case number. 21. We're gonna put all this information here so you guys can see it. SR. Put all what I see. Why they say 2021 WL? Let me see. Is there another one? Okay, there's another one too. All right, you guys can. Let me see. We got another one here. Hold on. Let me make sure I get the right one. I'm just gonna put this up in here, and then I'll give you guys the rest later. Okay, we're gonna. Well, we can. Okay, scroll at the bottom. Add. Okay, let's see. I don't know if that's. I don't know if I got the right one or what. Let me see. Wait a minute. But you guys can actually type in Jordan Arch. You know what? You could type in Jordan versus Reid. Okay. New York Southern District Court Judge Margaret M. Gardner. Oh, here it is. Did I put the right case number up there? Oh no, I ain't put the right one. Well, it could be two. I think it's two case numbers. Hold on, y'all. CV00. Case number 1.26 CV0114. Okay. Personal injury, wiretapping. So this is what this is all about here. Wait a minute. You said, you said, I hope my name not in the paper. I know, right? It said others. I was like, whoa, I hope my name ain't in there. You go ahead and send me them documents because I want to know what I do know wiretapping on you, honey, because it ain't even that serious, honey. To be trying to get some Facebook views, honey. They don't even pay us enough on here for me to be trying to do all that. I'm just gonna be honest. Only thing I do if it's out here public spaces, I will record it, and I will do that. Okay, but it's not that serious. It's not that serious. It's just not that serious. But it has to be serious enough for Larry Reid to have allegedly done that. Okay, so it had to be something going on behind the scenes with Larry Reid and Bishop Benoit Jordan. So y'all, this getting ready to. And then what I don't get is why did Jordan show up at the mall, Lenox Mall, where Larry was? That's what I did not get. But maybe Jordan didn't know he was really recorded, or maybe he was trying to figure it out. You know, but teachers on. Let's see. Let's see. Larry messed up. He was the first. Okay. Larry messed up. He was the first saying if it's public, he's gonna talk about it. He said, but that conversation, Larry Reid, was not public. Bishop Jordan's lifestyle wasn't public. So if it's not public, I'm not gonna post it. I'm not gonna post it. If it's not public. And we have Calvin R. Blake Sr. Calvin R. Blake Sr. Yep. Wiretapping. Oh Lord. I was like, Lord, it ain't that serious. He folks, he had to be working for the CIA or FBI. He got to be working for these folks, honey. Something ain't right. Somebody is out to get Bishop. But I can't, but sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, right? We can be our own very own worst enemy, and then these people are wearing the cloaks and the y'all already know, you know. When you're in God, it's a dangerous thing to fall into the hands of the living God. It's just a dangerous thing, y'all. Y'all just don't know. Especially those that operate in higher powers of the Lord. It's a dangerous thing. Okay, February 20th. So we got Calvin. Is that Blake? Is that the YouTube guy? That Blake guy, Calvin? That's what Calvin R. Blake Sr. I gotta figure that one out. I think that's Mr. Blake over there. So they have. I gotta look back at the case because it is a case number. Okay, but I don't think that one is. There's so many on here. There's just a lot going on here. All right, just remember all the information I've said. Part is facts. That's facts, and some of it is based upon my spiritual beliefs. Um, so know that. Okay. You said make get in trouble. Yikes. Oh yeah, most definitely that old bishop is his own worst enemy case. Hey, you know when you live in, you know people expecting you to live a certain way when you say you believe in God, and then you are up on. It's like he was battling two laws, two realities, and there's gonna be one that wins. There's only gonna be one that wins and gonna come out on top, and that's it. You know, when you doing that, you know, it's a dangerous. I see if he was just, you know, playing out, you know, in that certain reality alone, but then at the same time he was having us believe that he was, you know, this preacher of the Lord, and we was, you know, this God that we serve, you know, so these two realities, you know, and so only one gonna win. It's just it. One gonna win. And that's it. But to each his own, you know. Um, this is the worst I ever seen. I mean, we could joke around all day on Facebook. These people can have lawsuits against each other, but this one right here, boy, y'all, this is on a different level here. They say RICO charges. Okay. These folks out here recording these people. Like, come on now. You two don't pay us that much. I'm telling Larry gotta be working for somebody else. I wonder if he asked us to tell him to do that. Or is he mad? Or is he jealous? I don't know, y'all. Y'all, this is too much for me. This is too much. Oh my God. Yes. You didn't see that? Hold on, let me see. Did I see it? Hold on right quick. Let me read back through this. Hold on. It's just so many numbers. It says a letter addressed to Judge Margaret M. Garnett from Archbishop. Now, what I don't get, why did they put Archbishop E. Bernard Jordan in the documents instead of Elijah Bernard Jordan? I didn't know they go by your spiritual title. That's when I thought, I said, it must be a joke. It gotta be a joke. You know, because I didn't know the course go by your spiritual title. I didn't know that. But it said Archbishop E. Bernard Jordan. That's what it says. Okay. You see, okay, I see why you said Larry could be sent by the Fed. The Bishop Whitehead said that. Bishop Whitehead was going in on Larry. He said, well, you know, Larry talked too much. He talked too much. I can understand you trying to I can understand if you're doing it for the glory of God. Okay, cool. We got people that are doing that. They are exposing certain things, you know, for the glory of God to help the people escape from hell and damnation, and out from up under those that get ready to receive judgment. But Larry case, this is another ball game here. This is another ball game when it comes to Larry Reid. This ain't about the glory of God. Larry said he spoke to his ancestors. His ancestors told him, hey, how about you go ahead and leave Archbishop alone? you know, I'm taking you to higher heights. I'm taking you to master, prophet, the prophet, you know. This is so much. Like, come on, like, I mean, and then I'm taking you to heights and heights of master prophet, but you out here recording this man. You out here got recordings of this man's secret life. He should have moved on. What, we didn't need to know that y'all broke up. He making it seem like that him and Bishop Ebenor Jordan was in a relationship, like a love relationship. The way he's going on, he acting like a man that has been scorned or some lover scorned. What they said? Ryan, help me. A scorned lover or something. Like what? Man, you making Bishop Jordan look bad out here in the streets, in the church. Put it that way. Okay, let me see. I cannot with Larry. Larry's a mess. You said they're going by the spirit or the exactly. Yeah, that's what it says in the documents. It say Archbishop Ebenor Jordan. That's what it says. I don't know if they may even put the Pope in there. They probably do. They probably do go by spiritual titles because I think they use Pope a lot. You know, like if Pope's in a, they say Pope John Edward or something. You know, maybe they do. I didn't know that. But yeah, they got Archbishop. I was like, that must be a joke because they didn't say Elijah. All right, so Overcomer said Larry is dirty. Larry is dirty. Remember what he did to Pastor that went to prison. Are you talking about you talking about Bishop Whitehead? Yes, he did. He took part in that, and then he tried to make people think that he was the source. But all the while, allegedly, he was the snitch and working for the FBI and the CIA. I was like, what? And people was literally following him and believing his foolishness. You can't be a snitch and working for God too. You can't be working for the CIA and the FBI, and then you up here talking about you the source for God and you the messengers and you right and you prophesying. Come on, man. You had a so this is the thing here. Uh it's called self-fulfilled prophecy. Sometimes people go out and try to make things happen to make people believe that they supposed to be this God and this source or something. They try to create chaos and confusion, you know. And he was actually creating chaos and confusion into Bishop Whitehead's life by interfering with his cases, allegedly talking to the CIA and the FBI. I have the videos, you guys. So if you want to see them, I will repost them on my community wall. So make sure you go to my community wall and you will see the videos. Okay. If God tell me to say by this time tomorrow, Larry Reid will have will be in prison by midnight, you know. If the Lord tell me to say that, what it look like me interfering into trying to make this prophecy happen. Prophecy cannot be overturned or even helped. Like you can't make prophecy happen. Prophecy gonna happen regardless of what you do tomorrow. No matter if you regardless. If God would have prophesied something else different over Bishop Whitehead's life, whatever Larry would have done in the background, it would never prosper because of the prophecy that would have been over Bishop Whitehead's life. Or, you know, prophecy is very powerful. When prophets speak, it is very powerful. So That's how prophecy worked. But he was trying to make it was just crazy, y'all. He back there in the background being a snitch in CIA and the FBI. Exactly. Oh, you talking about the scorned lover. This is the saying about a scorned person. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so we're saying that the situation that's going on between Bishop Jordan and Larry Reid, it seems as though that Larry Reid is scorned. Okay. Hell has no fury like a woman scorned. A woman or a man scorned. That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like. Y'all know how it is. Y'all already know how it is when somebody's scorned. They go cutting ties up. They go creating chaos and confusion and killing each other, shooting each other in the head, commit suicide, and all kind of crazy stuff. Y'all already know how it is. It's like a whirlwind, So I don't. I'm hoping that Bishop Jordan take this serious, because thank you. I appreciate it. You my moderator. That's what moderators supposed to do. That's what friends supposed to do, for to help each other out. That's what we're supposed to do. You know how the moderators be over there on St. James page. They be over there, you know, helping them out, helping them out with all that. That's what they do. You know, we pick the right people to be our moderators. So it is what it is. We got people watching, but they haven't. Not everybody commented yet, but we appreciate you guys for coming in and watching and staying as long as you are staying. And like I said, I had to apologize. I did apologize before for something that I said on my channel, but I said that was something that I said, and I know the spirit convicted me of it. But but I will explain more. But to each his own. But like I said, I'm just not going to apologize for something the spirit is not okay with. If the spirit's not okay with it, I can't apologize for it. But I'm not going to conjure up no I'm not conjuring up no destruction towards anyone. But the Lord tell me to say something, I'm gonna say it, but I'm not gonna conjure it up. I'm not gonna and record your phone calls and try to blackmail you and all this stuff here and then tell people I told y'all God gonna get no. I don't do stuff like that. I really don't do stuff like that. I just repeat stories, add my opinion, and that's it. That's all I do. I don't go in. Somebody will ask me today about Bishop Jordan, how he became a bishop, why he think he a bishop. I say, if you want to know about all this stuff about Archbishop, he's on live right now. You can go and ask him. you know, like that. I mean, that ain't what I'm talking about right now. Like if you want to know anything personal about Bishop Jordan, you are more than welcome to go to his page, go to his channel on YouTube, go to his page on Facebook or his inbox and ask him. I don't have nothing to do with his calling or who called him. I don't have nothing to do with that. I'm just doing commentary on it because he had a relationship with Larry and we all saw it and watched it. We saw when they, first hit it off and we see, all this stuff that was going on, how they created reformation, all kinds of stuff. We just saw the relationship form. We saw it end. We saw it get crazy, and all that other stuff how he became a bishop and stuff like that. I don't want to get into all of that. If you guys want to know about that, please go and message Bishop Jordan. Uh, question him about his calling.
I wasn't there when he got his call from God. I wasn't there. He could have got his call when he was drinking a carton of milk one day. I don't know. All I know about my call. I know where I was sitting when I heard the voice of the Lord. I can't tell you about another man's call and know how they were called or why they think they was called. I don't know. I don't know that. I have my opinions on certain situations, but I can't tell you that. All right, that's not my place. I have not heard his whole entire story of how he became who he was, but I just know that he has been um I just know his ministry has been tainted at this point. That's all I can tell you. It's been tainted, and so Larry, Lord Jesus. What is wrong with Larry? What's wrong with Larry, Ryan? Oh my God, what is wrong with this man? This man do not care. Mm, y'all better stop trusting Larry. And I said before about his church, some of you guys was, kind of telling me, I know y'all were just concerned and y'all had y'all opinions about Bishop Jordan. I said before, some of you said it was an occult, and like I said before, to those that went to his ministry, there was something about his ministry that drawed you guys to his ministry. Okay. There was something about him that drew you guys there, and it's a reason why y'all stayed so long up under his covering. Hold on. See, there is one. It said, I said, I now think Larry's working for someone. He just exactly what's going on with Larry? Larry working for somebody. Hmm. Y'all, if y'all think Larry working for somebody, please comment below and let me know. Y'all, something going on with Larry, y'all. Larry is on a rampage. Okay. Larry, Larry. So those that have came in has been alleged that Larry Reid was recording some very explicit type conversations that Bishop Jordan was having with someone else. So, and Pastor Justin D. Edwards is in there too. Now he ought to be ashamed of himself. He's such a liar. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, my screen yard just kept messing up, kept messing up. I was like, oh God, why me? But thank God I know why now. Okay. 'Cause I probably would have messed up all y'all investigations. I probably would have messed it all up. But he has to find out what's going on with his life and who's his ops and who's his enemies. It was starting to become very confusing when he met up with Larry at the mall. It became confusing and all that good stuff. But this is this is crazy. All right, so I don't wish no ill will towards anyone, but these people are looked up to. A lot of people follow them, and they do have gifts on them, but I can't say that it's being used for the glory of God. At this point, it's been used by the devil. At this point, this is crazy. I can't tell y'all this is the glory of God because it's not. This is evil. This is evil. And this is crazy. Um but to those that I do know that's in this document, I pray that all is well. Um I pray that you guys get through it. Um, and it do say more, Ryan. Ryan, it just Ryan. Hold on. Yeah, Bishop mentioned. Wait a minute, he mentioned Conscious TV. He mentioned his channel. Did he put his name in there? Let me see. He should have put his name up. Wait a minute, I got the paper. Hold on. Let me look back here to the dang paperwork. The paperwork. The paperwork. Davion Augustus. Uh-oh. Y'all gotta get some storage money. My storage don't went full. Oh, it's on my page. Yeah, we're gonna pray for those that's in the documents so they won't prey on the people, God's people. Yeah, we're gonna pray for 'em so they won't prey on God's people. We need some answers. We need some clarity. We need some truth. We need somebody to come clean, right? So I hope I ain't in them documents. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't even. I'll be wondering like, why is I'm in there? I said, I don't even know these folks. I've been on when and told the lawyer, I was like, hey, I don't know this man. I ain't never met this man. So what do he have to say about me? I'm just sharing what I heard. Okay, yeah, he mentioned CTV. Yeah, he's in there too. Then I thought I mentioned him. Hold on. Thought I mentioned him. Let me read this again. I mean, I gotta go on my Facebook page because I got all the tea. So make sure y'all go on my Facebook page, y'all, to see all the tea over there. So, cause y'all know I would have posted here. Y'all know I would have posted here. What? You tell me I gotta start over? I cannot believe it. Oh no, no, no! I think that's my internet. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is not working. T-Mobile crazy. Yeah, he mentioned CTV, Thais, and all them good people. Yeah, this gonna be an interesting case. I don't even know if I may come out and even talk about this no more. But we're gonna talk about it so we can. Bishop Jordan is a very well known person around the church, in the church. Put it that way. So he's very well known. So we probably will be talking about it. And Larry Reid, he hang around a lot of these preachers and stuff like that. Be having what they call them, wiretaps and stuff on his shirt and stuff. Be working for the CIA and the FBI. Who is Larry working for, Ryan? And this is weird, man. I was like, what? That Bishop Whitehead mentioned that before. I was like, dang. Hold on, let me see. Wait a minute. Hold on. You said you think people going to flip on Larry because CTV said he got the recordings. Going to flip on Larry. I mean, they say Larry admitted to having the recording. So I don't know. I mean, all they can do is tear their side. First, they got to know, like what are he's coming against them about, because not Larry. We already know what's up with Larry, but we want to know what what is the cause for him suing Thais, Conscious, and others that's mentioned in the case. I mean, I would want to know, like, hey, why are you suing me? you know, why are you suing me? you know, I wouldn't too much worry about Larry's part, but I'll be like, why are you suing me? Because what did I do to you? Because I don't know you. I'd be like, I don't know you. I never sat down, ate no coffee or tea. You never gave me a prophecy. I'd be like, you overlooked me. Like, really? Oh, Ryan, you gave me $10. Oh, look at Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. Man, I can't get this thing to work for nothing in the world. I can't stand this other phone. They ain't right though. I gotta email T-Mobile. They don't never let my phone work on Wi-Fi. I can't stand. They be like, "Oh, your data. You don't use all your little data." I'm like, okay, whatever. Okay, so I would want to know what's going on with each individual and what is the doing each individual because for so we already know about Larry. Larry out here wiretapping. Larry out here wearing wires on his shirt. Y'all better watch out. Larry careful. He got a wire. He got a wire. This on allegedly, y'all. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. This man out here wearing wires. But Bishop White, but he did talk to the FBI or somebody when Bishop Whitehead got locked up. He before Bishop got locked up, he did. But did Bishop Whitehead prophesy Larry working for the Fed? Look, girl, I'm telling you, if StreamYard was working mighty good, I would have put that video up, okay? But I'm gonna share it because I already created a video. So I'm gonna share it on my community wall and on Facebook too as well. So you guys can go there and watch the video where Bishop Whitehead. I have it on my Facebook page. I already have it I think I shared it on my Facebook page. But I'm gonna put the original video out. I'm not just gonna share my YouTube video because I think I got it blocked for membership on it. I think so. The FBI video.